Hi, and welcome back to the Outdoor Kitchen Show. I'm Marissa Turner, and today we're on location at Creative Cajun Cooking here on the Diversion Canal with Jimmy Babin. Now, Jimmy, you got lots of stuff we're going to do today. We're going to tell you lots of things about how to put together some recipes and how you can get some gift baskets and goodies later in the show. But first things first, let's get to cooking. Now, Jimmy, this is actually a no-cook dish, or an already cooked dish, right?
Already cooked dish.
Okay.
The object is try to salvage some of your leftovers. You know, and here I had a bunch of peas and throw some bacon in it, a lot of onions, a bunch of seasonings, all good. But as you know, whenever you cook something hot and serve it hot, it doesn't take as much seasoning as if it was served cold.
Okay.
I don't know if everybody realized that or not, but I wanted to bring it up. So you had to add a little extra seasoning, and if you wanted more seasoning to it, you can always add more. It's not a problem.
Okay. Now, what you got in the bag there? It's the peas.
This is some peas, regular green peas, green peas with bacon and onions and swamp dust. And I noticed on the kitchen show one time you was had a little
my little immersion blender.
Thing. Yeah, puree thing.
Yeah, he's gonna show me up with his big giant immersion blender. Check that sucker out.
You made fun of my little bitty rice pot, but look at this puree thing.
That's right.
That'll do a big pot full.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I bet you can make a lot of stuff with that. Smooth out a lot of things with that big mammoth jammer right there. Show me up with my little stick blender. Shame on you.
You gotta have something for the big pots.
That's right. Yeah, and Jimmy don't cook for just a little pot. His little pot is bigger than anything I got in my house. So this is just the peas that's been pureed with the bacon and onions in it, right? Because it smooths everything out.
And you can freeze that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you put it in a little Ziploc bag and freeze it and thaw it out. And when you got your party at the house and you want to have people over, and it's a quick hors d'oeuvre, pop it out of the freezer.
Yeah, just let it defrost, huh?
Kind of thaw it out, but don't take long.
Now it's gonna be served cold, right on top of cream cheese.
They serve cold, right on top of cream cheese.
Okay, so we just put the cream cheese in there, right?
That's it. It's very simple to do.
Okay, now the hard part is just pouring the peas on top, right?
Look,
That's so difficult.
I'm straining real hard to do this.
You struggling, huh?
But you just pour whatever amount you would like to have over the top of it. You know, some people, they'll eat more of the peas. You can do this with corn. You can do this with butter beans. You can do this with most anything you want.
Oh, I bet the butter beans would be real good. Okay, all our viewers, now you were looking at this and going, gosh, I don't know if I would want to do that. So we've got Sean Turner here. He's my picky eater, and he's going to test it for us. Yeah, look at him, being all big and bad. And you're going to test it for us, and you're going to tell everybody whether it's good or not? You try that. There you go. Get you a bite. What you think? Is that good?
Yeah. If y'all don't cook that, come on down to Mrs. Jimmy's house. She'll cook you a good buffet now.
Yes, he will cook you a good buffet. As a matter of fact, he can come right on down here and have you a party at his place at Diversion Canal, do some fishing. They got a swimming pool, all kind of stuff for any kind of big party you want to have going on. And we'll have that on the website. Thanks for bringing that up. I sure appreciate that. So it's good? Kids would eat this?
Yeah.
It's pretty good? Awesome. All right, dude.
I'm going to eat some more, people.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Now you got your official taste tester there. Ham. All right, you go over there. You such a ham. But thank you for proving that kids would eat this, okay? Because sometimes food looks scary on TV. Okay, well, Sean proved that the simple 2-ingredient thing, the leftover peas over the cream cheese, is awesome, just like that. Just a couple of crackers dipped in it. And that's just the simplest thing that you can possibly do. Now, Jimmy, when people come up with something like this, sometimes they forget to write it down, or they just kind of scribble something on a little note.
Yeah.
And you've been putting together some recipes that people have sent to you that are just kind of handwritten, right?
You can even do it on a bar napkin. Okay?
Which I'm sure has been done plenty.
I had some friends of mine, Roy and Kathy DeVere, who sent me some recipes in the mail. And I take that recipe and I'll convert it over when I get a little time and put it on a software program.
Who knew that Jimmy Babin was a tech genius?
Yeah, who figured that? But anyway, my little sweetheart Wendy's mama, Miss Rita, she wrote this recipe for a pecan pie and give you the instructions on the back. And I'm sure everyone that's looking at this show and friends that you know has tons of this kind of recipes. And it's very simple to turn it into a nice family recipe and make your own cookbook. There's software out there today that can help you a lot in doing this program. And you can take your family pictures and put it into recipes, and it even gives you the nutritional values at the bottom of the recipe.
And you could just take this and put it in one of those little protective things and put it in
Yeah.
a binder, and that way you don't have to pay a whole lot to get those little fundraiser cookbooks or anything going
That's
on.
right.
You can just make it yourself. Yeah. Cool. Okay, Jimmy, once we get all the recipes together and everything else, now we're going to show some people some more of your recipes from the website.
Right.
What do we need to get to start cooking? Because we've got the fish, and we got pecan pie, and we got the flat leg bread too.
Flat leg bread, and then we have the shrimp Alfredo.
Oh, yeah.
And the fettuccine pasta.
Okay, so we're going to get to sauteing some onions, huh?
Oh, by all means, we're
All
supposed
right.
to throw them in the pot.
Let's get to cooking.
And all we're doing is throw some butter in there with them onions and get them tenderizing. Well, we're going to put a little bit of seafood ball in here because it's seafood, and it's way better than just throwing in normal cayenne pepper. So let's just sprinkle lightly some of the seafood ball. And then we have the magic swamp dust seasoning.
So how much swamp dust are we putting in there?
We'll put 6 tablespoons. 6. You can do that kind of like wine.
Look,
You don't
heaping
really-
tablespoons, right?
You don't really ought to measure it. Just throw it in a... Boy, look how pretty them onions are in there. Ton a sauce est bon, huh?
And there's the shrooms.
Throw a little shrooms in. I'm all about a mushroom. Let them things kind of cook down a moment. Notice those onions got very, very tender, sauteed down with that butter. Throw a little bit of water into it, kind of keep it together. And the mushrooms, of course, are kind of tenderizing now. So let's put in some cream cheese.
Let's do that. Cream cheese, always good.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't think I've ever eaten anything with cream cheese that wasn't good.
And it don't take that long to kind of work its way down. And then we have some half and half milk.
Half and half. Now, if you want to reduce some calories on this, you can actually use evaporated milk, and it will get nice and thick for you too, with a lot less fat and calories.
That's exactly right. And then we're going to have the Parmesan cheese. That makes Alfredo Parmesan.
That's right.
It's our Italiano thing.
But Jimmy, we put the swamp dust in there, so it's going to be Alfredo. A-L-F-R-E, D-E-A-U-X.
That's
right.
what I like. D-A-U-X on the end.
That's right.
Well, of course, you got to have some shrimp if you're going to do a shrimp Alfredo. And as you see, you got to be very generous with the shrimp.
There's some
Look
nice
at the size
shrimp.
of these things, huh? All we got to do is just put them in the pot. And that way, you don't cook them a whole lot. You cook them until they're almost done, because they'll finish cooking while this thing is setting. It has to set for a while. That way the shrimp can absorb all the flavors of the Alfredo sauce.
Now this is going to simmer while the pasta cooks, and we'll finish it up right after this.